All right, hey, we're back. Episode 2 of the Foundry High School podcast. You ready, Christy?
I sure am.
Okay, cool. We're just going to pick up where we left off on the last podcast, where we went over basically just the reason for starting the Foundry. Went through a little bit of your background and how we got to where we are. Today, we really want to delve into the mission and core values of the Foundry. And I thought we'd start this just by reading our mission statement again. We read it last time, but I think this is kind of the foundation of everything that we are putting together. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to read this here, and then we can jump into the mission and core values here in detail.
Okay.
So here's our mission again. The Foundry seeks to redefine the educational experience for high school students. Graduates of the Foundry will have gained a deep understanding of how to harness their gifts and talents to reach their fullest potential through challenging work, both in and outside of the classroom. Students will leave for college with a real-world experience and a clear picture of the opportunities and challenges they will face as they become the leaders of tomorrow.
Absolutely. And I think that one of the things that's so important about our mission is the recognition that the Foundry is never going to be a huge school. It is not the purpose of what we're trying to do. We're going to remain small so that we can help students to determine what are their specific gifts, their specific skills. Because when you understand what it is that you're capable of doing, you're going to be a lot more engaged in everything else because you can actually see where your place is in the world. And most kids don't find their purpose in math, science, history, and English. Those are important. And they need to be able to learn those subjects. But if they can understand how what it is that they're learning can be applicable to the real world, they're going to be so much more engaged and so much more excited about their future.
Yeah, and real world. That for me, that's the big thing here. Mm-hmm. Back when I was in high school, I just basically went through high school through the your typical.
Most kids do.
Yeah, your typical public thing, and I had no clue. I had no really clue what was out there. I didn't really know where I wanted to go to college. I went to Georgia Tech just because it was a school to...
For kicks and giggles, right?
Didn't turn out that way.
I didn't think so.
But no, I mean, it was just a good school. But, I didn't know anything about engineering or what I really wanted to do. And I didn't declare my major till halfway through. I still didn't know what I wanted to do. So what I am very excited about with the Foundry is the experiential side of it. And we haven't finalized our location yet. We've got a line on several locations, but we absolutely intend to have the location of our school right in the thick of the private sector. Mm-hmm. And we intend to have expert speakers from the private sector come into the school, and we intend to visit a lot of these organizations out in the real world as well to expose our students to what's really out there.
Absolutely. And we're not just going to have them as speakers. These people have volunteered to be mentors for particular projects. So when we're working to build drones to be able to solve problems for the Georgia Forestry Department, when they lose people in the woods, we're going to actually have experts on the drone and flying in general. We actually have a mentor that works with a helicopter company, and it's going to come in and help these kids to understand the principles of flight. In the Georgia Forestry Department to come in and explain how the Forestry Service works, so that they can actually work with these people. And that's really exciting.
It is exciting. And the idea of all of this is that when a student graduates from the Foundry, they will have a clear understanding of what's out there, what their gifts are, and the path that they should be on. They'll be much better prepared to select the proper school to go to and the career path that they want to go down. That's what I'm really excited about.
Absolutely. And we've had colleges already like MIT and Georgia Tech who are really excited about our model. And we intend to hire a college or career counselor that can be marketing the school to these colleges so they understand what it is that we're doing, because that's really important.
Yeah, and one thing also we want to be very clear about is that while the foundation of the Foundry is project-based learning, it is experiential. We haven't lost sight of the fact that the core of this is outstanding academics and preparation for college. Can you talk a little bit about the college prep?
Absolutely. I think that where a lot of schools go wrong is they they are doing the either or thing. They're saying it has to be projects or it has to be academics, just those core academics sitting in front of a textbook taking standardized tests all day. And that's not what we're all about. We believe in doing both. We believe in the genius of and, not the tyranny of or. We think it is important.
That's good. Is that yours?
So we think it's really important for the kids to be able to get
I'm writing
the
that
knowledge
down right now. The genius of and.
that they can apply the knowledge that they're learning in the classroom in a relevant project-based setting.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we'll wrap that up here. I think, we want to keep these segments very short and concise,
Okay.
so people can digest these major points. So hopefully we were able to kind of clearly convey our point of view from the mission of the Foundry and what what we want our graduates to look like when they're
Absolutely.
done. Great. All right. Well, we'll catch you on the next session.
All right.